Hi friends, so today we're going to continue reading Ling and Ting, not exactly the same. We're going to read chapter 3 and they're going to be making dumplings. I wonder what silly things is going to happen to them this time. And while I'm reading, based on what we've read so far in chapter 3 or story 3, I want you to think about what is a question I would ask these two characters. It could be any question in the world. What would you ask them if you could? I know I have a lot of questions, especially because they're twins. Alright? Ling and Ting are going to make dumplings. People say dumplings look like old Chinese money, Ling says. We should make a lot of dumplings, Ting says. Then we will have a lot of money. So Ling rolls and Ting mixes. I wonder why they compared dumplings to Chinese money. So maybe they're comparing it. They're thinking that they're kind of the same, but I wonder why. So they're making dumplings, and I guess they're trying to sell them. Okay. I will close my dumplings tight, Ling says. Then our money will not get away. I will put a lot of meat in my dumplings, Ting says, so we will be very rich. So they have two different mind processes here. I think that this chapter is kind of showing some differences in how they think. So they're different because they think a little differently, right? Because Ling says she wants the dumplings tight so that their money won't get away. And then Ting says she wants to put a lot of meat in her dumplings so that they'll be very rich. So they're making their dumplings different, and that's how they're different. And their mind process is how they think is different. So I could have put on each side some more things of how they're different. Soon, all the dumplings are done. Our dumplings do not look the same. Hold on, my laptop. Our dumplings do not look the same, Ling says. My dumplings are smooth. Your dumplings are fat. You are dumplings, Ting says. Mine are dump-tings. I wonder why they said that line here. She said, yours are dumplings, and then they say, mine are dump-tings. Why do they say that? They, dumpling and dump-tings, they're not actually saying the actual word of dumpling. Do you think you know why they said that? I think I know. So their dumplings look so different. So they changed the names to include their names in it to let us know that their dumplings are different from each other. So they just put their names into the actual food name, dump-tings, because Ting's dumplings look different from Ling's, so she said dump-tings. So I know you noticed some differences, more differences in this chapter. They're different as well because they cook differently, they think differently, but they're the same because they think about the same silly things like changing the word dumpling and including their names in it. All right, so for today, since we read this, I want you, in your journals, you're going to write, if you could ask the main characters one question, what would it be and why? This is how you should write it. I would ask blank, so you would ask a certain question. I would ask, why? Here's an example. I would ask them, why did you change the name of the dumplings? And I would ask this because blank. So you would tell me what your question is and why you chose that question. Make sure you use complete sentences, like you would say this and fill in the blank, okay? So that's it for today's reading. Tomorrow we're going to read chapter 4 and learn some more about Ling and Ting. If you have any questions, make sure you send me a message on Class Dojo. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.